Hi everyone, this is Tony here at COTE. We are here at Abuja, which is the capital city. We are actually doing a 1 week advanced bioinformatics training around malaria. And here I have one of our participants. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, thank you, Tony, for giving me the floor. My name is MISSA FIRMIN, and I'm last year PhD student in medical microbiology. I actually work on bioinformatics and genomics.
Okay, so can I ask how long you sort of been at your current institution, and is it quite a well-resourced institutions? Do you have a lot of bioinformaticians?
Okay, okay. So, um, first of all, um, yes, I forgot to say that I'm also in an institution named Suisse de Recherche Scientifique en Côte d'Ivoire. Yes, or CSRS. Yes, and I went I was in this I entered in this institution since 2020. Yes, before I entered to this institution, I applied
Okay,
to work on a project,
right.
and the project was focused on study led the line between oropharyngeal microbiome and
Okay,
the occurrence of some uh, bacterial disease like meningitis.
okay,
Yes, and I decided to apply to do a PhD on this project.
okay,
So on this project, my PhD is uh, part of this project,
right.
and my PhD focus right now. My PhD focus on studying the link between oropharyngeal microbiome and the
Yes.
occurrence of respiratory tract infection in children.
Okay, I
Yes,
see.
yes,
And then you obviously mentioned that you come from a biology background, right? You studied sort of, microbiology, more genetic side. And now you sort of want to transition into bioinformatics,
yeah,
which is more, coding, computational. You got to work with programming in R, in Conda. That's
yes.
quite a difficult transition. Most people sort of struggle with that. Is that something that you also find challenging? How are you dealing with that?
Okay, I think it's not easy because in our lab right now we have the technology, the benign technology. So we are now able to sequence different kind of pathogen like SARS-CoV-2. I already work on SARS-CoV-2, and we got a partnership. We got yes a partnership. Yes, with Arctic. I don't know if you know Arctic.
Arctic, yeah, yeah.
Arctic, yes. Arctic send us a lot of material, a lot of
Reagents
reagents
to
and
run your.
consumable, yes,
Okay.
so that we can be able to analyze our own data. So
Yes.
my first bioinformatics, really, my really first bioinformatics training of bioinformatics, let's say bioinformatics work start by uh, my my boss,
Okay.
the lead of our institution.
Yes.
Her name is Dr. Jallo. She's very experienced in molecular biology and also epidemiology.
Okay.
So before working with Arctic, we worked with another teams with other Oxford other teams,
Yeah.
and this team were focused on Neisseria bacterial work like Neisseria
Okay.
meningitis. Yes, and the lead of this team is Dr. Martin Medin. Martin Medin, you can check it. I'm sure you them after. And he is the lead here of my boss,
Okay.
the lead of our lab here. Yes, he trained us in bacterial, the analyze bacteria like meningitis, etc. using different kind of tools like Galaxy,
Okay.
University, etc. This was my first experience in bioinformatics. After that, we got a collaboration with Arctic.
Mm-hmm.
And Arctic also trained us SARS-CoV-2 analyze using Conda, leaves, etc. With any kind of tools that allow us to sequence our own data and do our own analysis. And we are ready to publish this paper right now.
Okay, no, that's great to hear. So it sounds like you have had a lot of mentors and partnerships with other collaborators that are able to provide knowledge and experience to teach some of the local individuals so that you're able to upgrade your own skill set.
Yes, I'm not bioinformatics. I'm wet
Sure. Yeah.
but right now I'm trying to have more knowledge
Yes.
by using bioinformatics tools.
Yes.
And I hope maybe after I be a bioinformatics specialist,
Yes.
if I get a lot of collaboration, yes, with other institutions.
Yes, certainly, and I think that is the purpose of these trainings developed by the NGS Academy, the Africa CDC. We're trying to bring more resources, whether it's teachers or mentors, so that you're exposed to these different workflows and tools, so that you can actually decide. I currently work in wet lab. If I want to transition into a pure bioinformatician, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
Or you can work in both areas. There's no sort of way of stopping you. But the important thing is that you have the opportunity to upgrade your own skill set and able to give you, these knowledge that you can observe. That's great to hear. And then in terms of you talked about bacteria. You worked on SARS-CoV-2. Are there other pathogens that you're currently wanting to work with? Wastewater, metagenomics, or malaria?
Yes. And apart from bacterial bioinformatics and also SARS-CoV-2,
Yes.
we also, as I said, my thesis
Yes.
focus on the study of microbiome study.
Okay.
Yes. So we already used 16S. I don't know about
16S. Yes.
16S. Yes. RNA ribosomal gene.
Okay.
Yes. For the oropharyngeal microbiome.
Yes.
And we also I also have some experience on metagenomic.
Yes.
On metagenomic
Yeah.
using CSF samples. I don't know here.
CSF. Okay.
The kind of liquid that is cerebral. I will give you the random after that. We call it CSF sample.
Okay.
And in this institution, for instance, we use the CSF. We perform metagenomic on CSF sample.
Okay.
We see a lot of bacteria that can make the occurrence of meningitis.
Okay.
And we are very familiar with CZ bioapp.
Okay.
Very analyzing this kind of sequence for.
Yeah, so I mean, you talked about some of the tools that you use in terms of, there's
Online tool, yes.
Yeah, like
CZ bioapp.
yeah, and then you used the other one you spoke about was Galaxy, which is quite a easy graphical interface. You don't need to actually type in code. You upload your sample file, and then you select the workflow, and it gives you a data that you can sort of interpret. But there's a lot of challenges in terms of, there's a language barrier. You gotta, translate French into English. Then there is, connectivity issues. If you have large files, and internet issues also affects that speed. Do you have enough, resources at your institutions? What can, maybe the Africa CDC provide additional support? What would be needed for you to sort of elevate yourself or your whole institution to the next level?
Yes, I think yes, that will be a great opportunity for us to have some knowledge or to have support from Africa CDC.
Okay.
Because in our institution, there is a lot of researcher
Yes.
that work on sequencing
Yeah.
And many people would like to have skill on the analysis because
Okay.
we have all the resource to perform the sequencing. But
Yes.
the real problem is how to analyze our data.
Got it.
Yes. So I think if we get some support from CDC Africa, or if we do some training in our team or in our institution, for us,
Yeah.
say in sales race, that will be very helpful. Because during this training, for instance, when I talked to my colleague, my, my colleague, PhD student, and also doctoral researcher, they was very interested to this training. Because as I say, we have all the necessary to do the sequencing, but the real problem is the analysis of the data. So
Yeah.
that would be
As
a great opportunity for.
Yeah, so I think as you mentioned, there is enough, reagents from your partnerships, and you have enough people in the laboratory to actually sample and run that. But once you have that, there isn't enough computational resources, whether it's manpower or actual, people that's analyzing the result to give, proper documentations, proper sort of information to policymakers, to healthcare professionals. So training like this is quite important for you to just give you a different perspective
Yeah.
and different views in terms of what is available and help you to elevate your skills.
For instance, right now we would like to sequence the whole genome
Okay.
of dengue.
Thank you. Yes.
Dengue. Yes, we have all the sample. I have the protocol to do this kind of work. And after that, we need to do the analysis
Right.
the dengue fever, dengue virus. But
Right.
we don't have a lot of pipeline to but yes, I think some the collaboration of this kind
Yeah.
of CDC Africa can help to upgrade our knowledge and sequencing of this kind of.
Yeah. No, I think I understand your perspective. And I think that's one of the main reasons why the PGI, the Pathogen Genomic Initiative, was started by the CDC. Tried to really enhance the bioinformatics capacity across different African countries. So as we come to the end of this sort of interview, is there any, personal challenges or experience that you want to share with other participants or other, young scientists that want to pursue a career in bioinformatician, want to work in pathogen surveillance?
Yes, I think yes. As I said, I have some knowledge on bioinformatics, yes, bioinformatics too. So yes, it's possible to share my experience to young researcher, for example, or people who don't have any experience on bioinformatics.
And then any words of wisdom to, people who want to come into this field? Any suggestions for them?
So that's one.
So, people who come out of, university, they don't really study bioinformatics. Bioinformatics is only like a master's or PhD program. So if people want to come into this field, do you have any suggestions for them?
Yes, if people want to come into the field, yes. I think if people want to come into this field,
Yeah.
the field of bioinformatics, for instance,
Yeah.
I think yes. What I can say to those to these people is that bioinformatics is, let's say, the an interesting or an important domain. Yes, when you use bioinformatics, that can allow you to have more collaboration with people, and that can allow you to be to have more knowledge, and let's say you will be most of people can call you, for instance, to analyze the data, and that allows you to have more collaboration. And yes, as I said, in our domain or in our region, African region, the main problem is the analyzing of the data. So if they want to enter in this domain, that will be very helpful for the senior researcher, because the senior researcher didn't study this specialty, this field. And I think will be very important for young researcher to enter in this career, so that we can develop together a group, yes, group, so that we can work together in order to avoid to send our sequence in other countries, for instance, to analyze the data. So the main problem here is to have many bioinformaticians that will be very comfortable in in command line, for instance.
Yeah.
Yes, in command line, in many kind of pathogen, in order, and that will allow us to avoid outbreak, for instance, because we are faced to many kind of outbreak in Africa. Yes.
So there's a shortage of bioinformaticians, and we need sort of more people that pursue science coming to this field,
Yeah.
so that there's more capacity to analyze data and result and present those. No, that's a very good point. And I think, I mean, we're here for a whole week, and hopefully the training will be able to give you more support and knowledge, and hopefully you are able to connect with trainers, with other participants from other countries and institutes, and see if there's other way of building on collaborations and networking.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.